Yep.
Wiggy, were you last standing? Or was
I didn't leave too long after you. I left probably after maybe the Minnesota Vikings pick, so which would have been 10.
Did Chime get that one right or wrong?
Sean, good morning, Sean.
Yeah,
morning, Greg.
Got that one right.
Are we going to address?
We'll get to the stats during trending.
They're not good.
We're
I'll
gonna get
preview. Not good.
Shime's mock. We'll address that coming up.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be waiting to get an A+ rating this year.
No, I don't intend to. You know.
The New England Patriots have a quarterback. Wiggy,
yes,
and it is
a lot of drama with this pick. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Sides, I guess it's kind of like other than Shime, I don't know, and I'm kind of like, I'm glad they took a quarterback, but it seems like a lot of people are upset with the pick. They might be in the Curtis category.
I can't wait to get to your thoughts this morning on Drake Maye, and certainly once we get through leads, and we'll have guest leads here this morning around 7:20 or whenever we do that. But Curtis not happy with that pick last night.
No, and it's the fact that Marvin Harrison went immediately after was sort of salt in the wound, because there was speculation that there was going to be the first ever 5 consecutive quarterbacks taken to open the draft. And seeing the Cardinals, who obviously people say they didn't win, they didn't, okay? But if not for one of the great passes and catches in Super Bowl history, the last time the Cardinals took a receiver in the top 5, they would have won a Super Bowl with Larry Fitzgerald being their best player. And I'm sorry, Drake Maye may be a nice young man. He looks like he's 12.
So young.
And, you know, Jaden Daniels is 42, so it's good that he's 21.
Yeah.
But I have zero faith that, first of all, even if Drake Maye's good, which he may be, he's not going to be good with the Patriots roster and with their offensive line and with Bo Van Pelt or whatever the hell the guy's name is calling play, or heck.
Mike Van Pelt. Is it Mike?
Alex Van
Pelt.
He's not even the most famous Van Pelt. And so I don't have a lot of faith that he'll be successful here, and you'll be able to see, I think, Marvin Harrison Jr. all year, sort of like we did with DK Metcalf or A.J. Brown, guys that the Patriots picked or chose not to pick. You'll see all year long how he makes Kyler Murray better, whereas Drake May will be scuffling.
The only unfortunate thing, though, is you might have – I don't know. If you take Marvin Harrison, you might not have a – what's your quarter – because I got into a conversation with a guy yesterday, was kind of in the same boat. So I'm like, okay, you got Marvin Harrison, but then you got a backup in Jacoby Myers throwing to him.
But that's okay. You get somebody – you get
– Who you getting?
Jacoby Brissett. You get somebody next year or the year after.
But who's that?
You're in a rebuild anyway.
I understand that.
You take the best
but
player.
But you just keep kicking the can down the road for the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they did what Bill would not have done. And Bill – certainly we'll get to it later, but not necessarily a big fan of the footwork of the quarterback that was drafted by the Patriots last night. So,
Bill Belichick was the star of last night.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get to see a ton of it because we're just watching the ESPN feed. But on social media with Pat McAfee, Bill looks young. Mm-hmm. He looks rested.
Happy.
He looks like he's joined Shime a bit. He's getting himself in even better shape. And his breakdown, he was in his element, talking about J.J. McCarthy and Drake Maye and all those guys. I don't know what the future holds.
Right.
But he could do that for the next 15, 20 years if he wanted to.
If he wants to. If he doesn't want to return to coaching.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, the Patriots have selected Drake Maye with the number 3 pick, and that will be your quarterback going forward. Do you think he starts a game this season?
I would. I'm basically like baptism by fire. I know we're in the church yet.
You would?
So I would basically just throw him out there, and I'd say, hey, listen, don't worry about anything. If you make mistakes, you make mistakes.
Okay, but then you get the same thing that you got with Mac Jones.
No. The thing that's different between Mac Jones and what you're potentially going to get with Drake Maye is if the coaching staff is like, don't worry about the mistakes. You're our guy. We're telling the world, hey, every week when Mayo talks, he's our guy. We're going to ride with
So that's what you get by not having Bill there. Your opinion is that Bill ruined Mac Jones.
Oh, he didn't help him. And so with a guy like Drake Maye, as long as it's like anything else, right? If your boss is saying, don't worry about mistakes, go out there and play. and whatever happens, happens. But you're our guy, and you're telling to the world he's our guy.
Yeah.
The confidence level, he knows, all right, maybe I'm going to struggle week to week, but at least I know I'm their guy, and he's going to learn on the job.
I think you have a little lemon pepper wing chunk in your throat.
Might have been something. That lemon pepper was good last night.
How were the wings to your approval?
Dry rub, yes.
They were good?
And what the amazing part of this is, my wife was kind of shocked about this, was that the cook was by himself and cooked for the whole place.
Yeah.
Yeah.